Be sure to check out my Twitter to get involved in the daily Star Wars discussion at @StupendousWave. Link will be in the description below. With Star Wars The Last Jedi releasing this December and another trailer rumored to drop sometime near the end of the summer, the marketing is just kicking off for the new film. And today we have 4 covers from Vanity Fair that show off our leads of the film, including new looks at Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren. Let's begin the breakdown with the most exciting of the new images, as we explore the villain cover. Of course, Kylo Ren's costume looks to be just as described by earlier reports, that it would be very similar to his costume in The Force Awakens, but with the addition of a cape. We also got another great look at Kylo Ren's Episode 8 costume and some Battlefront 2 material. General Hux in this image looks largely the same, with no major apparent changes. Phasma, on the other hand, looks to be the most intriguing of the 3, as we see her here without her helmet, which she never removed during The Force Awakens. Because of this clearly indicates that she will be removing her mask at some point during the film, and will have a much larger role, as much of the add-on material that go hand in hand with The Last Jedi is heavily pushing Phasma, including her very own comic. Phasma also looks to have a new weapon and some type of staff, which looks to be very interesting as well. The next cover is of Luke and Rey, which doesn't reveal much of anything new, as they appear to be wearing the same costumes as in the finale of The Force Awakens, with Luke even appearing to still be wearing the cloak he had in the finale of the film, with the hood again placed on his head. In fact, it all looks to be the same, with the exception of Luke's mechanical hand now having a brown glove over it that we see him run over the Jedi text in the Last Jedi trailer. I briefly want to explain why the designs for the characters are very similar to as in The Force Awakens. For the first time in a Star Wars film, we will not have a time skip as of the opening, although one is very possible at some point later in the film. The Last Jedi is reported to open right where we left off with Rey and Luke on Ahch-To, which of course explains why the designs are so similar to as before. Although this image doesn't tell or really show us much of anything, it is really cool to see Rey and Luke standing next to one another, and I think their costumes are really complementary. This master and apprentice duo just keeps looking better and better the more we see. The next image is of Poe, Finn, BB-8, and a new character for The Last Jedi, Rose, who we are getting a really great look at for the first time here. Rose is said to be a member of the Resistance that befriends Finn and goes on some type of adventure with him over the course of the film. Notable things in this image is Poe is wearing a new jacket, as of course Finn looks to be wearing his old one, although it was sliced across the back by Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. I really like the choice for Finn to keep it, and I hope they address the damage done to it and why Finn continues to wear it. And the last cover, fittingly, is an image of the late Carrie Fisher as General Leia. Leia looks to be wearing the same outfit that we see her in the trailer for The Last Jedi, except is wearing a large overcoat in addition to it. I really like this design for Leia, and it makes complete sense that she would dress like this. Leia here certainly looks like an individual of importance and power, and although I don't dislike her outfit in The Force Awakens, this is far better in my opinion. The darker tone is also very fitting, and I think it really fits well with where the character of Leia would be after the events of The Force Awakens and death of Han Solo. So those are the 4 new covers for Vanity Fair's coverage of The Last Jedi. We are expecting several stories to drop about The Last Jedi later in the week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So out of all 4 of the covers, which one is your favorite? Personally, I really gravitate towards the Luke and Rey cover, as I think their designs really complement one another, and actually seeing them next to each other got me really excited for the film. But again, I would like to hear your opinion. Which of the 4 covers is your favorite? If you haven't already, consider subscribing to ensure that you become a living holocron today. If you enjoyed the video and feel it deserves it, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like, as it helps me out a great deal. If you'd like to speak or contact me directly, the best place to do so is on my Twitter @StupendousWave. If you have any future potential video ideas you would like to see explored, be sure to leave them in the comments down below, as I go through them very often. Thanks as always so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.